This video is presented by Western and Southern Financial Group, a game plan for your financial future. Every great team starts with a strong foundation, and your future should too. With life insurance built like a championship roster, Western and Southern helps protect what matters most so you can focus on winning today while planning for tomorrow. Whether you're just starting out your journey, building your dynasty, or ready to retire like a champion, Western and Southern has the right play for your life stage. Visit westernsouthern.com to get your free life insurance quote today. Western and Southern, built to win. Let's get to the Cardinals and Texans game. Texans, obviously, like we talked about, a couple minutes ago, coming off of a big win against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now they are hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And where the Cardinals' win-loss record isn't great, Dalton, it's still a team that's been decently competitive for the most part in a week-in, week-out basis. Vegas has this one at Cardinals getting 9.5 here on this game, and an over-under of 42.5. You want to talk about the Texans, or do you want to talk about the Cardinals here in this matchup?
I'll talk about the Texans' defense on that side of the ball, and I think it's obvious. I mean, we know by now that the Texans' pass rush is elite with these two edge rushers, Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter, and I think the specific matchup you're looking at, it's not like every week isn't Will Anderson's week, but this could really be his week. 91.9 pass rush grade, fourth in the NFL. It's just a summary of his season so far. Second best pass rush win rate in the league, barely behind Myles Garrett for the Cleveland Browns. And where you have this issue in this exact matchup is Anderson so often lines up on the front side of the quarterback over the right tackle. Well, the Cardinals right now, Jonah Williams is hurt. Kelvin Beacham's been starting the last couple weeks. But overall, from their right tackle position, the Cardinals have the third worst pass blocking grade in the NFL, regardless of who has been starting. And Jacoby Brissett, look, he has been really good, actually, a top 10 passer in the league in a clean pocket, but really bad under pressure, and specifically really bad under pressure when the opponent gets pressure with a four-man rush. When it's a four-man rush and Jacoby Brissett is pressured, he has the second worst passing grade of any starting quarterback in the league, only ahead of Geno Smith. This could be a serious problem. The Texans hardly blitz at all, the second lowest rate in the league, only ahead of San Francisco. I think if there's a week where you could pick Will Anderson maybe to get multiple sacks, this is it. This is going to be a huge problem for the Cardinals on their offensive line, especially that front side trying to handle number 91 there with Will Anderson.
It's just paramount that they address the offensive line spots throughout the offseason in the NFL draft. And obviously that's why we have the mock draft simulator over at PFF.com for you guys to be able to do just that. Check out some of the right tackle options that we could have in the future for the Arizona Cardinals, or, whoever you're a fan of, if your team needs an offensive lineman or any position, of course. But I think that's a big issue for them. I think that Jacoby Brissett has played very, very well, given all of the circumstances. Certainly Michael Wilson has played well as well. Trey McBride is great, but not having the dynamic rushing game that I think Arizona was really hoping to lean on this upcoming year has thrown a wrench into their plans. Obviously, Kyler Murray getting hurt and not playing well, even when he was healthy and out there in the lineup. It's just been tough for them, but I think the defensive side of things has been stout at times, and I think they have a good opportunity here against the Houston Texans. The Texans, we mentioned that their offensive line has been playing better over the last month, but against Kansas City Chiefs, not so great. Ed Ingram specifically was matched up against Chris Jones quite a few times, and let's just say that he didn't fare very well. Had almost a 20% pressure percentage, which got him a 0 grade when it came to pass blocking. 39.1 overall pass blocking grade as a team against Kansas City last week. And when you look at CJ Stroud specifically, now back in the lineup, of course, 48.1 passing grade when he was forced to throw in under 2.5 seconds. If he was a lot of the time to hold on to the ball more than 2.5 seconds, 66.2 passing grade with 2 big-time throws last week against Kansas City. So for Stroud, it's just give him just enough. Just give him just enough. Give him 3 seconds to be able to get rid of the ball. If it's somewhere between that 2.5, 3 second mark, CJ Stroud is good enough of a quarterback where he's going to give you a lot more good than bad, I believe, and including in this matchup against the Cardinals, which they've got a decent defensive front. They've got the ability to generate some pressure against you. Can that offensive line hold up just enough to allow them to get a win here? I think that they can. I've got a lot more faith in where the Texans are going than where the Cardinals are going. I'm going to say that the Texans win this game, especially with them being at home, 23-13. So I like that 9.5-point line that Vegas has there. I'm going 23-13. Houston wins this one.
I'm with you. I like him by 10 as well, 24-14. I think Will Anderson, number 51, not number 91. No, Will Anderson, though, I think he is going to dominate.
91 is probably the passing grade that you've just seen so much next to Will Anderson.
Exactly. It feels like he has it every week, or it's 9 pressures and 1 sack, or whatever it needs to be to get there. I mean, I do think the Texans defense is going to dominate this game. The Cardinals' inability to run the football, that's a real problem. I think if you're going to beat this Texans defense, you have to be able to run the ball. The Cardinals just can't do that. This is not the team. This is maybe the last team in football, I should say, that you want to be in obvious passing situations against. And the Cardinals' entire offense is an obvious passing situation. So I'm going with the Texans also by 10.